Hello everyone and welcome back to Vintage Story. In this episode we'll keep continuing our journey through the Stone Age. First we will go out and do a little bit of exploring outside our starter valley. Basically we need to find a lot of food, plenty of seeds and different materials to keep progressing, and this exploration journey will help us in that regard. By the time we get back home we will have plenty of stuff to do. For example, we will start doing pottery, and for that one we will need to dig out a couple of pit kilns which we will use to fire all the clay items. After that we will have all the basic clay items at our disposal and we will start cooking and making storage vessels and stuff like that. And by the end of the episode we'll also have a nice little farm all set up and ready for use. It is going to be very important to get started on farming very quickly, so the sooner we get started the better. And well, unfortunately I will have to use a natural lake to get started, so it's going to be far from perfect, but it's going to be a start. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So, we have finally managed to make our way into our new home, and can you please stop falling off the hinges? Thank you. Okay, so we have our first little hidey hole, and I think today I would like to get started on the basic clay items. So for that, first, well, we don't really have enough room for anything at the moment. Can we place, for example, can these guys go on the floor? Only two. That's not a lot. And then you can go on the floor as well, that's fine. I believe cattails can be stacked on the floor. I think so. A horsetail, can you stack on the floor? Never mind, no. Okay, you can go in the chest. What about... Sticks can be stacked on the floor, I think, but we need to carry these around in case we need to make some tools. You can go on the floor, definitely. Whatever, it's fine. And then I will plug a couple of holes with this dirt. The fire starter can be left at home. Sorry, don't put down the dirt. Put down the fire starter, there we go. Sure, I will eat the spad grain. We don't have anything to cook it in anyway, so it's fine. And then that's it. Okay, so put down this dirt real quick, and then I think we'll go out and start looking for a... Wait, I do believe we did find a clay deposit very close by, no? Yeah, right here. Okay, so we can go there, dig up some clay, bring it home and start making some clay items. And in the meantime we will need to... what was that? Oh, more food. Okay. Well, we need some food anyways too. So, go, pick up clay, make some clay items, and we will need to cut down some trees so we can use them for fuel for the firing of the clay items. Also keep gathering food, very important. We are running real low. Also that is raspberries, nice. Okay, so this is the clay deposit. Well, it's not the best weather, but you know what? It's fine. Let's go ahead and make a shovel and let's get started. Okay, I think 3 stacks of clay will be enough for a good long while. But we are running short on food, so if you don't mind, I will go out and look for some food. Well, we could hunt, but I don't want to deplete the local animal population. Maybe we can hunt down some rabbits. I don't really want to keep rabbits, but I don't want to kill the goats or chickens and animals like that. But yeah, I suppose, well, boars could be okay as well, but we are primarily looking for herbivores. Animals like foxes or, well, they will give us not the best kind of meat, but these guys will give us very nice meat. So tell you what, let's make them swim. So there we go. Go. And it's fleeing. Well, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't. Ow. Jeez, that's very hard. Wow. 2 hits. Okay, that was a learning experience. Thankfully, we have slept in our bed already, so we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. So we didn't lose much progress, but still, that was a learning experience. But don't start doing pottery yet. We are still looking for food, so tell you what. Give the boars a white bird, but maybe, I don't know, look for rabbits or something, and plant materials too, but if we have to, we can hunt. Oh yeah, before I forget, let's make sure we mark down our base location. I believe it is, well, here. So this one, house, home, sure, and pin it, which means it will be visible on the map all the time. So we know which way to go if we want to get home. Also, yeah, we don't need to know our last death location. As I've said at the start, we will keep all our inventory items, so we don't really need to have the marker down. Only in case we really need to go back, for example, to hunt down a certain animal or something, but for now, it's fine. Anyways, I do believe this is the way out of our valley in this direction. Okay, finally, the rain stopped. And there we go. A nice big open area. Let's see what we can find. It is bauxite. If I remember correctly, we cannot find ores in bauxite, right? Let me just check. So, for example, bauxite. Yes, we don't have any kind of ores. We do have lapis lazuli, but that's it. Right, I do believe if I search for the stone, it will give us the ores that it can contain. So, for example, granite. It will give us, yes, titanium, silver, hematite, siderite, sphalerite. So yes, it will give us the ores it can contain. Well, since the bauxite didn't have this big list, that means bauxite cannot have ores, which means there is no need to look for copper ore here, which is far from ideal. So, oh, don't fall down there. But I'll tell you what, I suspect we will need to pan anyways. Let's just go ahead and dig up a bunch of gravel and, yeah, take it home. Pan. Also, jeez. Ooh, that's a shiver. Okay. Can you please leave me alone? Yeah, you go down there. I will stay up here. And let's just pick up the spear there. Okay, that was a rude awakening. Where are you? Yeah, you stay down there. Let me just quickly dig up some gravel and I will be out of your hair. Yeah, I think 40 gravel will be enough for this. I don't expect to go through all of this before we have enough copper, but if we have to, we can come back, it's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of flint. But I think we have enough flint, so it's fine. But we need to go this way. We have more gravel here, but... Oh, nice. Some more clay. Mark it down. Some cattails, but we have enough cattails. We are looking for... Ooh, peat. Yes, please. This will make the pottery a lot easier. Also butterflies. Nice. We can do... what's it called? Lapidary again. I tried to do it in the last series. Didn't get very far, but... Very nice to see butterflies again. Anyways. We need a bit more peat, so I will make one more shovel. And we need to start looking for more food. We are really starting to run low. Yeah, I think 2 stacks of peat will keep us going for a good long while. And it is very close to the base, so I think we can come here and pick up some more if we have to. But... Ooh. Look for food, but we have another trader here. So what kind of trader are you? Okay, he is living, or he or she is living in a house, not a hole. And we have... What is your name? Oliver. So you are... not a treasure trader. Nice. Okay, so we have 2 of them at our disposal. Nice. Unfortunately, we cannot check their storages. But if we have to, we can sleep here one more night. Nice. Okay, thank you. And keep looking for food because we are almost starving. I believe I did say... more peat, thank you. I believe I did say that if we carry something in our offhand, we will... food, yes please. We will start draining our food a bit faster. So don't carry the torch if you don't have to. Anyways, put all this in our inventory and food vessel. These vessels are cracked in these ruins and they will break if we, well, break them. So this one should contain some food. And that was rice grain. Unfortunately, we cannot replant the grains, we need to have seeds. But do we want to keep it? It is a very good grain food. Yes, I think I will keep it. Don't eat it just yet. I would like to cook it if I can. Also, that is a farming vessel. Sure, this might give us some seeds. Ooh, nice. Cabbage seeds. Very, very good. I do believe cabbage seeds can only be found in these vessels, so very nice. Also, ooh, bony soil. Now, this will come in handy for penning later, but not right now. Basically, they will give us a lot of at the moment superfluous items, basically. They will come in handy later, but not right now. Also, carrots. Fine, pick up the seeds if we can. Maybe we get lucky and pick up some actual carrots, but there we go, that's it. Okay, keep looking for actual food items. Having the seeds is nice, but not much use to us right now. Ooh, flax. Absolutely, super important. And they will give us a little bit of seeds or green as well, so better than nothing. I will drop this 2 red clay. That's fine. And this dry grass. There we go. No, don't pick it back up. There we go. Make some room in the inventory. Also, pine tree. No resin as far as I can tell. Keep looking for food. Nice. Some rye. Another very good grain type. Yeah, technically speaking, we should be preserving it for cooking, but we are a bit desperate right now. I will keep the rice, but everything else we harvest out here, I think I will quickly eat. Nice. Blue clay. Mark it down for now, don't pick it up. But I do believe we can use this one to make 10 daub. I think I will use that one for the house eventually. Originally I wanted to use lime wash, but I think we can use this one. A slightly darker kind of a wall would be nice, I think. Anyways, put all this in our inventory and keep looking for food. Turnips, absolutely. These guys will be our main source of food, I suspect. Basically, we can grow these in high volumes, so they will be our main source of food eventually. So there we go. More flax. I am only interested in the seeds right now. If we get some flax fibers, that would be nice, but the grains, I mean... Can we drop... Ooh, linen sack. Ah. I didn't notice. Maybe from the farming vessel? Okay. That will give us 2 extra space in our inventory. So quickly drop that one and that one. And replace this basket with this linen sack. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 extra inventory slots. Nice. I will keep the basket. I think we can burn it. Don't let anything go to waste. I believe I left the spelled stuff at home. Yeah, if I pick this one up, we will be out of storage space. Fine. You can go in the inventory. And yeah, harvest the seeds. We will need a lot of these. All of these are ripe, so it's kind of nice actually, but we don't have the room. I wish I brought out the chest with us. Oh well, too late for that now. Can I put the hand basket on our backs? I am not sure. Let's take a look. So if I place it down, I believe we need to hold... Yeah, there we go. We can put stuff into it, like that. But can I put it on my back? Close it. No. Okay. The mod is only for actual storage items. Well, not the best. Keep the cabbage. Eat the flax grain. That is a very low satiation grain anyways. Yeah, just keep the hand basket here, it's fine. Maybe at some point we'll come and pick it up again, but it's fine for now. We need pretty much all of this. I cannot really afford to drop anything. For a second, drop the torch. Pick up these berries, eat them, and then we can go home, I think. Yeah, I think we can go home. Okay, Torch, you come back with us and let's go home. Anything else in these ruins before I go home? No, I think we have exhausted this place. Yeah, we can go. I might come back to this place and pick up some of these blocks because they look kind of nice actually. What about this one? We still might have some stuff underground, but I don't feel like playing Indiana Jones right now, so yeah, let's just go home. Ooh, more peat. Very nice. We have plenty of peat in the area. And welcome home. Well, we have plenty of seeds at this point, so I suppose we could get started on farming. Well, we could make a farm out of this lake, I suppose. We can just start placing down blocks, make sure we leave single tiles of water like this one and till the soil around it. Yeah, I think that would work actually. Just need to make sure that we completely, well, wall it up, because we don't want to let wild animals into it. They will eat all the produce and we don't want that, obviously. Also, can you please leave? Okay, let's go ahead and let's make some clay items first. Now, for those, we will need to create a couple of pit kilns. And those will need to be sheltered from rain. And as it happens, well, we are in a pretty rainy area. Let me just check. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Rainfall in this area almost all the time. Well, I suppose we can get ready for a pretty rainy playthrough. But anyways, for that, for the pit kilns to work, we need to make sure that we protect them from the rain. So let me quickly put down some of this stuff. So for example, I think the peat can go here. Just stack it up nice and neat, and then I will do the clay working in a second. Can we put some more seeds into this one? We have parsnips, spelt. Did we pick up spelt? Yeah, there we go. And we have turnip seeds, absolutely. And we have fennel seeds, that's it. Okay, flax seeds can go in there. And that's it. I suppose we can put the wine outside. Just need to put it on the wall, and that's it. That's fine. Put away the food. Right, so dig up some dirt so we can start creating some pit kilns. I think I will put them here. So we need to dig out one by one little, well, pits right here. And we need to make sure that these guys are nowhere near flammable stuff, like grass, for example. So we need to dig out a little bit more. In fact, I think the door might also be flammable. And this might not be the best idea here. So that's 3. I think 5 pit kilns should be fine. So let's just go for this much. That's fine. And just put a small block above them so they are sheltered from the rain. And this one. And okay, not this one. Also, it is getting dark now, so we might need to go to bed fairly soon. Plug this hole and just do this one. There we go. Pick up that dirt before we... There we go. Done. So now these are sheltered from the rain. In fact, you know what? Don't have this one either. Just put these guys up against the wall. So there, and this one. In fact, there. Done and done. Okay, so we have plenty of pit kilns now, but as I said, they need to be far away from flammable stuff. So I will pick up all these dirt pieces and turn them into packed dirt. It is not a very complicated process. Basically, we just need to put 6 of them into the crafting grid, and that will turn them into packed dirt. Now, I don't remember how far they need to be from flammable stuff. I do believe it is 2 blocks away to be safe. So let's just do this, I suppose. Should be okay now. You can come down as well. So, you guys need to do this, and this will give us packed dirt. Yeah, sure, make 30, that's fine. And this will not allow grass to grow. So now this pit kiln should be a bit safer, but let's just play it extra safe and make sure we don't allow grass to grow 2 tiles close to it. So that's it. Okay, I think these pit kilns should be safe. So next up, let's start making some clay items. But first, let's have... Where is the torch? And there you are. We should be able to stack the flax fibers. There we go. So let's make a bit of a room for us to work on. That should be fine. And take out the red clay and start forming them into clay items. I think I will start with 2 clay vessels. They will look the same as the cracked vessels that we have broken open in those ruins, but they will not be cracked. They will be very useful. We can use those as storage spaces. So it is very similar to the napping system, but instead of breaking stuff off, we will build up the item and it will be done once we reach the end. Okay, changed my mind. I think I would feel better if we had the cooking items first. So, tell you what, let's make... I don't think we need 4 cooking pots. 1 or 2 should be enough. So I will only make 1. And let's have, I suppose, yeah, 4 clay balls. That's fine. And that's all we need to get started on cooking, I think. Okay, so we have the basic cooking items at our disposal at this point, except we need to fire them in the pit kilns. So you guys will come with us, and you as well. And okay, I will get started on the bowls. You guys can go ahead and get started on the firing. Can you guys please come out? Fine, there, you come out. Put all 4 of them, so we need to put them in the corners. There we go. And we need to put 10 pieces of grass into the pit kilns. So let's harvest 10 grass real quick. And I also want to fire the bowl, the cooking pot, next to something else. I think we can put maybe a crucible and... Okay, we just barely have enough grass for 2 firings. So there, we need to put some sticks real quick. There, and some peat. I do believe we only need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys go ahead and get started. So the bowls are underway. Very good. So, instead of firing the cooking pot alone, I think I will put something next to it. Maybe 1 crucible. And that's going to be 2 items. And something else. Maybe 1 of these new clay oil lamps. Now we can no longer put a fat into the bowl and create an oil lamp that way. we have to make a dedicated oil lamp item like this. And we should have a room for one more. Yeah, clay jug. I think that should be fine. Okay, quickly make these. There we go. You guys go there. Fine, quickly eat, I don't know, the spelt grain. Just eat enough not to starve to death, that's it. So, you guys come with us, and you will go into the pit kiln next to the cooking pot. So, you can go there, you can go there, you there, and the cooking pot will go in this corner. So, we have enough for one more firing, there we go. And then the sticks, and then 4 more eat, and let's get started. And that's lit, and we can go to bed. And good morning. Okay then. Well, no surprises there, we are very hungry. I will eat the rye grain, or eat enough not to starve immediately. As soon as these are finished, we can start cooking proper food, and that will be very, very filling. Anyways, let's keep working on our clay items. So, in the meantime, you guys come out again, and let's make one more storage vessel. That's fine. You guys go ahead and get started on the firing, I think. Might as well. The sooner we get started, the better. And that also means we need to make one more knife, because we need knife to harvest grass. That's it. Make a knife real quick and harvest 20 more for the next firing. Unfortunately, we don't have enough sticks. Fingers crossed that we will get some from these guys. I believe we only get sticks from branchy leaves. Also, alright, we are starving. Fine, eat the rye grain. So, we should only get sticks from branchy leaves, not the regular ones. So, this one should give us a stick. There we go. And this one as well. But the ones that are regular ones, like this one, it will not give us a stick. Yeah, exactly. Also, most of these will also give us 3 seeds, because technically speaking, this is a birch leaf, so this one will give us birch seeds from time to time, which we can plant, and that will grow into a proper birch tree. Okay, that should be fine for a little bit. We have plenty of seeds, so let's quickly plant them so we can have plenty of trees to cut down later. They will take a long time to grow, so get started as soon as possible. Do we want to make any more clay items? I think after these 2 vessels we should be fine. After that, I think we can get started on the farming and get started on this one fairly quickly, because the sooner we get started, the better. So, first things first. Put in the sticks, and then for these guys we need double the amount of fuel. So we need 16, because these are very big items, so we need double the amount of fuel. So there we go. Light them up and what's next? Next, the farming. Okay then, first I want to make sure that we can actually fence off the farming area. Very quickly, yeah sure, eat the spelt grain. I don't like it, it would be best if we cooked it, but whatever. So yeah, we need to harvest some more sticks because we need to create some fences for this place. Although we might want to create the farming area first, so we know what we can actually fence off. Okay, quickly finish this one and maybe this one. There, and yeah, let's create the farming pattern. So we have a single piece of medium fertility soil. Also very happy to see that we have, well, basically all the soil here is medium fertility. Very nice. That is the best default soil. We can find high fertility soil or even terra preta from time to time, but that is exceedingly rare. So medium is the best we can hope for at the moment. Anyways, we don't have any more medium fertility soil, so we need to dig up a bunch more. You know what? Let's dig down this little hill. I want to get rid of it at some point anyway, so might as well do it now. So, what we need to achieve is a pattern with, well, basically a pattern of 9 by 9 tiles with a piece of water in the middle. So, that's not the best. So that is going to be 1. That is not the best placement, unfortunately. But you know what? Maximize. I keep making mistakes, but I think it will do. It's a start, basically. Anyways, we need to keep digging up some more dirt, so let's keep leveling this one down. Okay, how is the firing going? With the peat, it should be a little bit faster than usual. It's still going fine. Just eat 2 more spelt. And keep building out the farming area. You know what? I think this is going to be a good start. So next up, what we need is a gardening hoe. So let's go ahead and make one real quick. You and you. I think we will need at least 2 because these guys will break very quickly. So might as well make 2. And in case one of them survives, we can just put it against the wall and it will be available in case we need it. So anyways, you and you give us some gardening hoes. There, and let's start tilling the soil. And in case you are wondering, we did leave the water blocks there because we need to make sure that we keep these places watered. And if we have water blocks right next to the farm fields, those will keep the farm fields watered, basically. Also, apparently we cannot till the soil if it has grass on it, so Get rid of the grass and we can start tilling. Unfortunately, the pattern is not perfect, but this farm is very much temporary anyways, so I don't mind if it is a little bit inefficient, as long as the blocks themselves are well watered. Okay, you know what? That's a start. Now, before we plant, please tell me we have some cooking items at the ready. We do have the bows done. Ooh, and they are different color now. Nice. I heard that we have different color clay items now. This is something new for me. Okay, so anyways, we can use these bowls to eat out of. Unfortunately, we cannot use them to cook. We need to wait for this one to finish and then we will have the cooking pot. I don't want to eat the rice. We can eat one piece of rice, that's fine. We need an equal amount of it anyways. But still, not the best. Also, do we have any berries that we could use for the porridge? We can combine different food items into meals, and with the rice we can make porridge. And if we put some berries into it, it will be even more nutritious, which is exactly what we need. Unfortunately, I don't think we have ripe berries in the area. Yeah, at this point I would have eaten them anyways. This one is still ripening, 5 days until it's done. Yeah, nowhere near finished. And this one, 1 day. Well, we need it right now, not tomorrow. Well, fine. I think we can starve ourselves until it's done. I just make a regular porridge, it's fine. But anyways, now what we need to do is make some fences. So this one, to make wattle fences. Not this one. For this one we need, yeah, for this one we need boards. We don't have those. Wattle fence. Okay, 5 plus a knife. Okay. So I didn't check how much we will make. This one and that one, 5 each. Well, that's only 20, that's not a lot. Let's see how far we can go with this. Well, not very far apparently. And we need to fence this place off completely because we don't want to have any animals in here, so let's keep harvesting sticks. Okay, so with 20, we managed to fence off that much. 48, I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go for a full stack and that should be fine. And we are starving, obviously, as you might have heard. Okay, fine. The pot should be finished by now. So I will quickly, if it's actually done, I will quickly cook some porridge with the rice. And it is finished. Very good. So you come with us. You go on the fire and put the rice grain into it. What we need to do is put equal amounts in the first 2 slots. There. This will give us 6 servings. Very, very quickly go and check. Maybe we got lucky. I really want to put some fruits into it. That will increase the satiation quite a bit. As soon as we start starving dramatically, I will quickly come back home, but I think we might be able to find some berry bushes this way. Oh, that's why they were so aggressive. We have a little piglet here. Okay, good to know. Well, we didn't have much luck with the local flora, unfortunately. We managed to harvest 2 pieces of berries. Not the best. Fine, that will be enough for 1 portion. Well, it should cook fairly quickly and then I will cook the rest. Fine. I don't like it that we only have this much, but you know what? Better than nothing. So, you can go there, for example. There. So, take out most of this and only leave 2 pieces there and then 2 pieces there, and this will give us 1 serving of rice porridge with fresh cranberries. Sounds actually real nice. So light it up and don't use all the firewood. Only use as much as absolutely necessary. Since this is such a little amount of food, it should cook relatively quickly. In fact, I think we just need a single piece of wood, that's it. Thankfully, the fireplace will keep temperature. The actual fireplace will start dropping, but the cooking pot will retain some heat, so I think it's going to be fine. There we go. We have our first meal. Let's go ahead and scoop it into a bowl and eat. There we go. A lot more nutritious, and also the more nutrition we get from a single meal, it will hold the starvation for a little bit. I believe 1 hour for every 100 satiation. So this one should keep us full for 7 in-game hours, not real life hours, 7 in-game hours. Anyways, I think it's time to go to bed. And I just realized I didn't heal myself. Well, that made the food a little bit go to waste. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. If we have to, you know what, yeah, let's just cook the rest of the rice now. So, rice, you can go back to the cooking spot, and the rest of this rice will be cooked here. It is 5 portions, not as nutritious as it was before, but still pretty alright. Let's just put, yeah, all 3 firewood, and that should be fine. Cook, and by the time we will need it, it will be ready. Anyways, the vessels are also done. Nice. I suppose we could hunt these guys, but no, I really want to start penning them in eventually. But anyways, you and you come with us, and we can use these to preserve our food a little bit better. Unfortunately, we don't really have a cellar right now, but we can make a makeshift one. Basically, if we have these vessels in an enclosed space, that should count as a cellar, which will increase the preserving rate of the food that we put into them. Well, for now, let's just take out these seeds. And we don't really have any food right now anyway, so sure, whatever. Just put food-related stuff in this one. There we go. For now, that will do. Just make sure we cover them up, and theoretically, they should be in a cellar at the moment, which means that they should be receiving some food preservation buff, basically. The food will spoil slower. Anyways, you can come with us and make the next batch of fences. So it was like this, and then the knife, and yeah, give us all 50, and let's see how far we can go. Okay, you know what? Actually, that is a pretty sizable farming space. That's fine, but technically speaking, I believe animals can use this one to jump into the space. So if you don't mind, I will make another shovel there and do a little bit more terraforming, and then I think we can start planting. Technically speaking, we are starving, but the porridge should be good to go at this point. So yes, we have 5 servings of plain porridge. Well, eat. Not the most nutritious, but it should keep us going for a little bit longer. There. Okay, let's keep working on the farm. What do we need to make a fence gate? So that is the fence. What do we need for the fence gate? Let me see. This guy. Okay, 3 more sticks and a knife. Okay, so we should be able to make it. You go and do that, and the knife, and that's it. Very good. Also, we only made 1. I do believe previously we were always making 2. Finally, I think it's been fixed. Very nice. Okay, so this place is now fenced in, so animals should not be able to get inside. Let me quickly use up the rest of this dirt to create the rest of the farming area. Eventually I will obviously kill it, but for now this will do. And yeah, leave 1 more there. Okay, I will put some more dirt in that one. But for now, we have plenty of tilled soil, so I think we can start planting. And the sooner we get started, the better. So, let's pick up all the seeds. Give this guy a wild bird, because I don't trust it. It might get... yeah, it is territorial. Please leave me alone. So, here, I believe, right? Yeah. So, you, give me all the seeds. We don't have any food in here right now, so just do that. And let's start planting. The most important crop is flax. Not because of the food, but because of the flax fibers. So I will plant as much of it as we can right now, which is going to be 12. Not a lot, but better than nothing. You guys go in the inventory. And then I think I will go for turnips. That is going to be a very good source of food. And then we will need some grain, so I suppose spelt. Cabbage is a very good vegetable, but I believe requires a lot of grow time. A carrot, parsnip, sure, but first the flax. And that's it, not a lot. It's a good start. Cabbage can go here. Spelt, you guys can grow around this place. And you know what? Yeah, let's make 1 more gardening hoe and finish up the tilling of this place. And that's all the seeds planted. Well, as I've said, this is far from perfect. I was working around a natural formation, so it was never going to be perfect, but you know what, it will do the job. Also, I don't think this will receive the same kind of water than the other ones. Fine, 50% is still better than nothing. So there you go. Eventually I will till the rest and plant some more, but that's fine. Anyways, I think we need to say goodbye now because we are over time, and even with all the time lapses, I think we are good for this recording. So, I think all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.